And today we are here officially launching the Cook Nook, which is a commercial facility designed for food manufacturers and processors. It solves the problem of needing a part-time space or a part-time facility permanently. So for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, this is our new permanent home. And
right, so we're here at the Cook Nook launch with Sean Murray of Canada West Maple Products. And Sean, can you tell us a little bit about this piece of equipment and how you get your final product from it?
Sure. So this is our industrial syrup bottler. So it's a double jacketed tank bottling machine. So the outside layer has water that encases it, and then inside is where you put your syrup. So you heat it up to 190 degrees and then pour it from these nozzles into your glass bottles, into your metal tins, your plastic bottles, whatever you want to load up to fill with nice hot syrup.
Okay, Sean, so you're going to show us how you turn syrup into sugar.
Sure. So first thing we do is we test every barrel of syrup we get. So we use a glucometer to test for inverted sugars. So if it has a really, really high glucose count, it goes back to the bottler and gets bottled into premium grade A syrup, but it can't be good for sugar. Really low glucose, pure sucrose syrup gets put into our steam kettle. So the steam kettle basically heats it up really, really, really hot. It's around 260 degrees Fahrenheit, so molten sugars. And once it reaches that temperature, we can then dump that syrup into our mixing bowl. It then gets agitated slowly, and agitation of that syrup causes nucleization. There's a lot of science, but it creates microcrystals. And that is a chain reaction that as it forms more and more and more crystals, more heat actually gets generated. So even though it's off the cooker, it is still getting hotter. There's still more heat being generated from the heat of the crystallization. And as it mixes, a big steam cloud comes off, and that's all the last little bits of moisture coming out of the syrup. And what you're left with is a very, very fine granulated sugar that can be used in place of brown sugar for baking. You can put it in oatmeal, coffee, tea, amazing on salmon, anything where you want that really strong, great maple flavor in a sugar application.
So for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, one of the challenges that we always had at shared kitchen spaces was that we actually had pretty much no storage at all. So this is our dry storage pantry. So we're able to actually purchase things in bulk now, getting our food costs down a little bit. I do a lot of video for all of our marketing. I do all of that stuff on our own. So I have, my logo in the background. I didn't have anything branded before. I never took any videos in the kitchen facilities we were in before. So this is one nice thing that it allows. We've got tons of these racks which help us in our efficiencies quite a bit. I know they're just racks and trays, but honestly they make the world of a difference. We only had 2 racks before and we have 4 now, so we're actually able to have a very, very efficient assembly line. Right now we can package about 350 meals in about 2.5 hours, whereas before the packaging took about 4 hours and many, many more people than what it is now. So that was great. And then this is our rational oven. So everything that we cook, almost everything that we cook, actually gets done out of a rational oven. So it's a very high-tech piece of equipment that allows us to cook everything in one piece of equipment. So steaming carrots, doing our meatballs, doing our chicken, roasting our potatoes. You can bake in these things as well. So if we ever expand into healthy baking, that it's one piece of equipment. And then again, our oven trays here, that's all we have for cycling things through. And then again, the dishwasher, we're able to move things through it very, very quickly so that we don't need 100 of these. And then we've got our other hand washing sink there. We do have one stovetop, so we make different jams and things for our oatmeals, for instance. So we make everything from scratch, so we reduce those down stovetop instead of in here.